Welcome back. Today, we're going to be talking about variables and data types. Let's begin. Imagine that you have various containers, each of which are meant to hold specific items based on their size. For example, let's say that these containers hold different animals. One might hold a small cat and another a large elephant. It is clear that the elephant could not fit in the container that's smaller than its own size. It's also clear that while a small cat could easily fit in the elephant's container, it would be drastically spatially inefficient. If these animals were being shipped on a boat, then wasted space would cost money. Now, this is exactly how data types work in computer programming. Variables are assigned data types based on what type of information it needs to store. Like the small cat, an integer requires far less space than a decimal containing elephant-sized float. So, if you know that, for example, you're going to be counting the number of students in your section, then you should obviously choose an integer. However, we know that variables can change value and must often be manipulated. Like a small baby tiger that will eventually grow into a large beast, a variable may need to change data types throughout its life cycle. For this, we use something called casting to transition a variable from one type to another. For example, if we have a whole number contained in an integer that we wish to divide by another whole number, we would want to cast the result into a float to ensure that all the necessary decimals are kept. If it were not casted, the number may be truncated, which means to have the decimals chopped off, and thus lose mathematical accuracy. Sometimes this may be desired, in which case an equation involving two floats could be cast into an integer. For reference, a truncated variable is not rounded up or down. The decimal is simply disregarded. That's it for this video. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to email me at edan.parker@queensu.ca. Thanks, and see you next time.